Yo, we back with another regular fan show after a little bit of a break there with a busy week. We're back, ready to break down the weekend, everything going on in the world of sports by fans, for fans, the only way that the fans know how. Tony's in the chat. What's up, Tony? It's your boys, Vinny Fredericks, Bruce Juno, back at you with more of the regular fan show on this fine Tuesday morning. Bruce, what's up, buddy? How we doing?
Yeah,
We
dude, I
tight.
feel like it's
We're
been
tight.
a hot minute. I feel like it has been a hot
Dude,
minute.
yeah.
But
It's been forever.
yeah, obviously we got lives and stuff going on, but we try to do this as much as we can because we love doing it, and we love the fans because we are the fans of the
We
fans
love the fans. We love
and the
fans
fans of the game.
with the
Yes,
fans.
sir. Fans of fans on fans of fans.
And all
But
the
yeah,
fans.
we're back. We're back. There's been a lot going on. There's been lots and lots going on. We got a little special interview guest we got in a little bit, but for now we got a lot going on with we got the NBA playoffs. We got the NHL playoffs. We got I mean the draft. I don't even think we did cover the draft actually. I'm losing track of what we've covered.
Like a little bit.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
losing track of what happened. But yeah, we're back. We're back
at it. Cannot wait. Super exciting stuff. Yeah, baseball too. You know, can't forget the baseball. Did you see the video of the dude? Oh man,
Pirates
what
game?
team is he
Pirates?
on? No, well, yes, the one the dude falling in the Pirates game. That was crazy.
Was the dude falling.
This dude in last night's game against oh man, the left fielder made a catch, fell right into the left field wall and broke his arm.
I did not see that. I saw Jaron Duran's catch a couple nights ago where he slid into the left field wall. We got the New Jersey up there.
Nice. There's
There's
been some crazy catches lately. There's that one that Duran hit against the Blue Jays where the dude literally fell.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he like fell over.
Dude. That's
like
he
that's
falls
insane.
And then he like spins on one knee.
That's
and
not
just makes
real.
The catch.
That is not real. It was the Reds left fielder in Reds Braves last night. Who is this? AJ Smith Shaver? No, wait, that was the pitcher. Who's that got hurt? Oh, Tyler Callahan.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, the worst part is he made the catch. Like he literally caught the ball. You can imagine went glove and arm first into the wall, and then dude, it was an amazing catch. You see his arm just flail back, and then you just see the ball slowly drop right out.
Yeah, I haven't. I last night I didn't get to watch much. I watched because I drove straight back from. I was up over the weekend for the old lady's birthday, and
there you go.
I drove back yesterday and went straight to work and. I was just exhausted. I didn't watch much. I watched Panthers Leafs a little bit while I was at work, and I watched the C's Knicks.
Good game.
But yeah, I didn't get to watch much, and then I came home
passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. You know that's one you realize you can't hang the same. Like I've become the old guy complaining about West Coast games starting at 9:30.
Literally, dude.
I can't mind you, I work 12 o'clock.
I work till 11, mind you, but I mean, a lot of times I can stay up to watch games. A lot of times I do stay up to watch games just because of how like my sleep schedule is. But I've also started like wanting to wake up earlier to like be productive, which is weird because I've never wanted to do that before in my life. And so
it's called adulthood.
Yeah. So now that I like have to do that, I'm missing things that I don't want to miss. But hey, who knows?
Again,
one day maybe
welcome
we'll
to adulthood.
Doing what we want. Yeah.
Well, last night I was watching the Knicks C's and Nuggets Thunder. Honestly, we might have had the best night of the NBA playoffs last night. Because holy cow, these games were insane. I mean, Knicks Celtics overtime. Nobody would have thought the Knicks were going to take game one. Everybody I was talking to was saying Celtics in 5, clean Celtics sweep.
5.
I mean, yeah, Celtics could still win in 5.
I knew it was never going to be a sweep, but man, did I get harassed in the group chat for a long time.
Talking your shit?
A lot of people just
Were
chirp.
were you talking your shit is the important question.
Nah, because well, I mean a little bit because people would say stuff like I'd see the text where it's like, oh, that's soft, like soft ass Celtics, and then I would just put like, ha, you're so silly.
Hi, you're so silly.
And
That's
so
insane.
I mean, I guess like I fed into it, but like it would have been a lot funnier if we won. But
Well,
we did not
it
win.
it certainly would have. I mean, I can't believe the Knicks pretty much took over overtime like that. Like
Well, I mean, they took over halfway through the third quarter, which is such a Celtics thing to do. Is would have a 20-point
yeah.
lead and then
Yeah,
just blow it.
You forget that they were up 20 in this game
Yeah,
until you
trust me,
look
I
back and
don't.
you realize. I completely forgot. I thought this game was over. Thought it was cooked, done with. I was ready. I saw C's were up by 20. I'm like, all right, I can go make some dinner or I don't know, go play a game, do something. But I look back like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, Knicks are within 10. Knicks are within 5. Oh, it's a tie game. And all of a sudden, I mean,
And
who?
I thought Brunson, I thought that floater at the end of the game
Dude, yeah.
over Horford. Mind you, I guess I was chirping a bit because when Al locked him up, it was like a minute left, and Al locked up Brunson, and it was
Which is
jokes.
insane.
And I put, yo, yeah, your guys' quote unquote best JB in the league just got locked down by Al Horford. And then when he missed the floater, they were talking about how he had ice, and I just was like, yo, your ice melted.
Yeah. Your ice melted. I couldn't believe he missed that floater. Like the dude that clutch player of the year, I'm pretty sure he had the most points in the clutch, highest percentage in the clutch. He had the best look possible at that floater and just rimmed out. I thought as soon as that floater missed, Celtics weren't losing. Like that was
Bro,
where the Knicks needed to win.
bro, Tatum bro, the final like 2.5 minutes.
Are Tatum and
Dude,
Brown
you don't.
overrated? Are they overrated?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you don't have to try and chuck up a three. I get we're like the best 3-point shooting team in the country. I say the country as if it's college basketball. The best
You shoot
3-point shooting
60.
team in like the world, but you don't have to chuck up threes, especially when you're not shooting them well.
That's their game plan. That's the
amount
Celtics
of times
way.
Holiday, Horford, everyone was getting open in the paint for free looks because the Knicks were just defending the arc with 4 guys, and then the fifth guy's in no man's land with Drew and Al down low. I mean, we don't have to, especially in crunch time when it's a close game. You don't have to just chalk up threes.
Yeah, it's not entertaining anymore, man. Like I'm
Especially
sick
when
and
you're missing
tired
them.
of I'm sick and tired of watching the same dudes chuck up 15 23s a night and
Bro, they missed
some night they fall, some nights they don't. But like
they missed like
we're not watching real basketball.
threes.
Yeah, they missed 45. They shot
missed
15 for 60.
5 threes, and they lost by 3.
Yeah, that's well, all right, we can get into that. That's the scary part of it is that the Celtics had their worst game of the entire season shooting the ball and still only lost by 3 in overtime.
Yes.
And had a chance to not even go to overtime. But
Yes.
I forget what happened on that last possession, but yeah, like the Knicks, they needed this win. They gutted it out, but you're not going to get that opportunity again, which makes my pick of Celtics in 7 a little bit. It makes me a little bit nervous because now I'm wondering how in the hell are the Knicks going to win 2 more games or 3?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see, mind you, who knows, but I don't see Celtics dropping another game at TD.
No.
I definitely think they can take games at MSG, despite what every New York fan and their brother wants to think.
They did win that one overtime game at MSG at the end of the regular season.
I don't think like how the Celtics were -9. I thought it was gonna be a close game. I didn't like the Knicks are a good team. Like I get the Celtics are like as a Celtics fan, I get the Celtics are that good and they're defending champions and this, that, and the other thing. But the Knicks are a good basketball team.
Yeah, the Knicks are good. I don't know. I can't see a
Playoffs are a
team
whole
beating the
different
Celtics in
beast.
7.
They
Like
have
besides maybe
Brunson.
Cleveland, like I don't think there's a team out there that can beat Boston
Well,
4 out of
Cleveland just
7
dropped
times.
game 1.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could see, real difference without Darius Garland out there. The
Yeah.
offense did not look good. And the Pacers, they're sneaky, man. I can't see the Pacers beating. I mean, I can't see them beating the
They're
Cavs. I
just
can't see them
gritty.
beating
They're
the Celtics.
gritty.
But
They're a
like
gritty team.
they have great series and they win games when you don't expect them to, but they're not going to win. They're not going to the finals. They're not winning the East. As impressive as it was, the conference finals run last year and what they did so far this postseason, very impressive. The Pacers just don't do it for me. They don't move the needle. I'm a very show me kind of guy. When I can't put a team up there until I see them do it. That's why I can't put the Cavs over the Celtics till I see them beat them in a 7-game series. I can't put the Pacers, as this team that could go to the finals until I see them actually win some games. I mean, they got swept in the conference finals last year.
Yeah.
It was all close games, but they got swept. So I don't know. We'll see.
Let's move on to
Knicks
the other
Celtics.
series.
Yeah.
On to the
All
other
right,
series.
yeah. I mean, Nuggets Thunder. Holy cow! I can't believe the Thunder blew that game. Not like the Thunder were up 20 or anything like the Celtics were, but they pretty much led that whole entire game. I don't remember much of that game seeing Denver on top. And
besides the first quarter.
yeah. And then it's such a risky play when you want to play the foul game and go free throw for free throw with a team that has won a championship. I mean, you're sending guys up there to the line that haven't been here before. Chet hasn't been here before. No wonder he's missing 2 free throws in a crunch time moment and giving Denver that opportunity at that game-winning 3. It was a real risky coaching decision, I think, from the Thunder to play the foul game with 20 seconds left in a 3-point game.
Yeah, I mean it shows. It obviously shows. Again, when it comes to like how teams are, I don't understand how like sports books and whatnot make their spreads because Celtics -9.5 or 9 or whatever it was, Thunder
Yeah.
-10.5.
Was that really the spread on that game?
Yeah,
10.5?
it was 10.5.
That's insane. I didn't know it was that high. That's
You're
ridiculous.
in the NBA playoffs. There's 8 teams left. The best teams in the league, and you're gonna. I get OKC's disgusting, but like
yeah, I get that these
it's
teams
the
are
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, this
It's
is the Nuggets
Nikola
team
Jokic.
that just won a championship 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're counting them out all of a sudden. I mean, I guess the Clippers played them tough, but
I guess when Jokic goes 42, 22, and 6,
that helps. That certainly helps. And when Aaron Gordon is knocking down game winners left and right.
Yeah.
Think about it. Aaron Gordon single-handedly has saved the Nuggets postseason on multiple occasions now. You had the buzzer beater dunk against the Clippers in game 4, game 3, something like that. Now you got this. I mean, game ones matter. Game ones matter way more than any other game in the series because you're setting the tone. I mean, you got the fact that OKC has lost home court advantage. They lose one in their own stadium. All of a sudden, Denver just needs to take care of business at home, and they're moving on to the next round.
Well, I mean, that's the same with the Knicks, though.
Yeah, it is, but
I don't know. I just think a lot of these teams, like when it not when a lot of these teams, but when it comes to OKC and when it comes to Boston, any team they're going to go up against is going to be underrated because Denver's still a good team. New York's still a good team. The guys they have still playmakers. Like just
mhm,
like two names: Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson. Like they're still good teams. They're still clutch players. Good, really good basketball players.
yeah,
And but when it comes to these two series, because of how the season went, despite what has happened years in and years out of how teams can make runs that aren't top seeds, they're just giving shade towards the defending champions and the regular
mhm,
season champions and teams that just look good.
yeah. I mean, it's all. It really is. It comes down to the eye test, and that's where watching some of these teams, like you watch, the Thunder and the eye test. Like the Thunder, I don't think could have played much better of a game. Their role players shot very well. They defended at a high rate. I mean, Shea had a pretty basic performance for him. What did he end up
Like
finishing with
33
in
or
this one?
something.
Yeah, like he had
33.
he had his typical 30-point performance, but still it wasn't enough. And still the Nuggets are in there at the end, and all they needed was to be in there at the end for Chet to miss those free throws, and then Aaron Gordon with the game winner. And how about Russell Westbrook on the fast break before the game winner, opting not to take the crowded driving layup like we've seen so many times before, and he actually dishes out to Aaron Gordon, and look what happens. They win the game. I mean, I'm seeing tweet left and right of people being like, like that voice in the back of Russell Westbrook's head, like the Green Goblin mask is speaking to him, telling him to take that layup. But he made the
Yeah.
right call. He made the right play. Aaron Gordon knocks it down.
I mean, Denver was just on the boards. Denver just got on the
But yeah,
boards and
yeah. And the Thunder missed free throws.
yeah, and Thunder missed. Yeah, crazy ending to that game. They're both going to be crazy series.
Mm-hmm.
Series.
That they are. Same with Golden State,
Um,
Minnesota. Can't wait for that.
yeah, dude. T Wolves. A lot of people riding on the T Wolves, but
For good reason.
exactly. But I mean, I guess while we're on the topic of professional basketball,
Mm-hmm.
um, I got the opportunity to speak with a professional basketball in the country of Uruguay. Um, Colton Huestis is a professional basketball player currently in Uruguay. I am wearing my Flex Hoops,
The
Flex
AAU.
Hoops, Flex Hoops basketball shirt. Yes, sir. Because I used to have the pleasure of playing alongside him. Maybe not playing necessarily. Maybe I did more of the
Maybe
riding the
getting him water.
vine. Yeah, taking cool videos of him that I tried to go back and find, but I couldn't find any. But phenomenal basketball player, and obviously that's why he is where he is now. But yes, I had the pleasure of speaking with him, and without further ado, I guess I'll introduce to you Colton Huestis. Alrighty, so I am joined by Colton Huestis, who is currently a professional basketball player in Uruguay right now, if
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
Uruguay. Montevideo, Uruguay.
I'm glad you said it because I was gonna try to pronounce, and I think I was just gonna say Montevideo, and so
Yeah,
I'm glad you got it down. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I already had 2 workouts and just had lunch, so I'm relaxing right now.
Well, I guess yeah. Tell me a little bit more about how it is in Montevideo. Is it
Mont- Montevideo, yeah. You got it.
Montevideo? How is it down there in South America?
Right now it's their winter right now, so as far as temperature, it's like 60 degrees which is fine by me because their summers get up to like 95, 100 degrees apparently. So
Jeez.
I'm fine with 60, 65. But other than that, yeah, it's going good. I'm preseason right now. I'm looking to start this second league. It's the Uruguay second league down here. It starts end of this month, but there's talk of me not. They don't want me to play in the second league. They want me to play in the first league, which is after the second league. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. I'm trying to play in both leagues, the second and the first. So
You can do that down there? You can play in both of them?
yeah, so the second league, it's only 4 months long, and it ends in September. And the first league starts in September, and it goes for 8 to 9 months, depending on playoffs and whatnot. So I'm trying to play in both leagues, play as much basketball as I can.
Hey, fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know personally that you've been on a grind for quite a while. But I guess just for everybody else, how did you get to be here in Uruguay, playing in the Uruguay League?
How did I get in Uruguay? Well, it's a long, long story. I'll sum it up quick. I met my agent through a Eurobasket pro camp out of college. Once I graduated college, I met my agent. My agent got me into my first pro league in India called INBL Pro. From there, I met someone who had connections in Uruguay and all over South America, really, and he threw my name out there, and now I'm here working out.
Fair enough. I mean, how was it? Because last I knew you were in India. You were playing for. I'm just gonna say Hyperbad. I don't know if that's how you. Is that?
Yeah, Hyderabad. Yeah, Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. All right. You were playing for Hyderabad, and how did that go? How did your time in India go? Was this your first time playing pro ball?
Yeah. It was my first pro contract ever. I was a sponge. I didn't really get as much playing time, obviously, because I'm a rookie. But I was a sponge. I learned as much as I could through the older guys on the team. I had a couple guys from Australia who were 8 years, 9 years older than me, so they helped me out a lot throughout what to do and what not to do, and how to treat your body after a workout or what not to. Yeah, they helped me out a lot for sure. So it was good though. Like I said, I didn't get much playing time, but I'm not mad. I got to see part of the world and experience India. A massive culture shock for sure. But yeah.
I was about to say I've never personally been to India, but I'm assuming it was a little different than America.
Yes, absolutely. And it wasn't just India; it was New Delhi, India, which is the capital. And I believe the capital alone has like 44 million inside the capital. Everywhere you look, there was just like thousands of people as far as you can see, and it was just crazy.
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting for coming from a small town to a 44 million people capital of a country city.
Yeah, and India just surpassed 1.9 billion people in India as a whole country, which
That's
is
insane.
Yeah. Yes. A crazy amount of people, and but yeah.
Well, I guess so I know you played D2 ball, you played D3 ball here in obviously in the United States, but you played D2, you played D3. How did that progress you to end up making your way to New Delhi?
Ooh. Well, it was a lot similar to D2. Coming out of high school, I got a scholarship to a school in West Virginia named Alderson Broaddus University. They were they weren't my first choice, but it was hard to turn down a scholarship for sure. So I went there, and it was a huge shock. I was a big fish in a small pond in upstate New York to this massive. I think I was the second smallest on the team, and it was yeah. But it taught me a lot. Like I said, it taught me a lot. And then after that year, COVID hit, and I decided not to go back to West Virginia and stay local at Potsdam State in Potsdam, New York, and in the SUNYAC, which was believe it or not, I actually committed to Potsdam before I took a scholarship, and then decommitted from Potsdam and took a scholarship. So
Okay.
it was kind of crazy, but I ended up at Potsdam somehow, and I was there for 3 years, and the SUNYAC is a tough league for sure. It's one of the top D3 leagues in the country, and it definitely helped me a lot throughout my career, and helped me get ready for how to work out and what to do outside of basketball, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you end up like getting to India? Like how did that? You graduate. I know, if I'm not mistaken, you led the team senior year of
Mhm.
at Potsdam. So you had a pretty good career at Potsdam, and then next thing you know, you spark up on the map in India. How did how'd that transition come to be?
So I got invited to a pro basketball camp for like new graduates out of college, and I met who is now my agent at that camp, and he helped me get over into India. Without my agent, I would have never got into India. I would have never got into South America now. So it goes for full circle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shout out to your agent. You're one, you're seeing the world. Two, you're continuing to play basketball.
And we're back.
I think we hold on 1 second. I think the interview froze. It froze. I don't know what happened. The interview froze.
Technical difficulties with
Yes.
our interview with Colton, but
Let's see if we can.
good stuff so far.
Yeah. Apologies on that. Apologies to the audience, to Colton himself. I mean, that.
We'll try and get the rest of it back up. We'll make sure to get
that
some clips up there too. Hey, these things happen.
That was
quite the journey Colton's been on anyway.
Yeah. This video is unique. What? Why is it's just deciding, hey, I don't want to. I'm flabbergasted.
We are dumbfounded. We've been led astray.
Yeah, of course. When it comes from my computer, nothing ever wants to work. So,
Well, hey, what are you gonna do? We thank Colton for his time.
Yeah, we
anyway.
might have to rerun it.
Yeah, we'll try and rerun that.
Yeah,
on
I feel
Thursday
bad
or something.
because He was a good interview.
Yeah,
He
and then
obviously
we only got like we still had like 15 minutes left on that.
Yeah. There's a lot. He's done quite
There's
a bit,
definitely a
and
lot left.
feel
Well, we'll see.
yeah.
We'll
I
see what
don't
we can
know
do. Try and get that up.
why. Let me see if I can just figure something out really, really quickly. Because
well.
yeah, then I'll tell you. Feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about there, Vinny, while I while I try and figure out what just happened because it
While
just
you
paused mid interview.
while we run
That was
some troubleshooting.
yeah.
Well,
That
we
was
touched on NBA.
shout out first podcast back, eh?
Yeah, facts. We're shaking the rust off. That's all.
What if?
I mean, as far as MLB goes, nothing too crazy been going on. Yankees blow another one. Shocker. I saw something that if Devin Williams hadn't been pitching for the Yankees this year, they'd be like 22-11 since they lead the league in most games lost after leading after 8 innings. Mets with the win. Dodgers. Nobody cares about the Dodgers anyway. Yeah, honestly, only big story out of the MLB was that dude on the Reds, Tyler Callahan, breaking his arm in left field. Because, I mean, it's a terrible stat to be. Yeah, awful stat. I mean, they just can't finish games. They can't. They bring in Devin Williams, and he continues to. Whether he at first he was blowing games, blowing saves as the closer, then all of a sudden they take him out of his closer role. They decide to let Luke Weaver take the closer position again, which I think is great. And Devin Williams now, instead of blowing games in the 9th inning, he blows games in the 8th inning. With 2 outs, walks a couple guys. And then when they bring in Weaver, there's already trouble on the base path. So one bad pitch, and all of a sudden it's a whole new ball game. So Yankees got to figure out that bullpen. But yeah, with this Callahan kid, I guess the whole reason that people were talking about this is because Matt Olson was the one who hit the ball, and dude's in left field, makes the catch, runs into the wall, drops the ball after his arm gets split in 2, and it's just hanging like this. And Matt Olson continues to run around the bases, gets himself an inside the park home run. And
that's crazy.
Everyone's calling him like a piece of shit, but I don't know what sports you guys played growing up, but I play until the whistle. I mean, I saw there was another dude. Oh man, I can't remember who it was. I want to say a dude on the Rays or somebody else made a spectacular catch in right field. Yeah, exactly. What you're gonna just stop because another dude? The ball is still in play. Ball is still 100% alive. Why would you ever in a million years stop running? But like there was a dude, I want to say he played for the Rays. I forget who it was, but this year broke his arm in right field doing the same thing, made a huge catch, late game situation. There's a runner on base when he makes this catch. So what? He's just going to sit there with his broken arm, let the guy score? No, he kind of rolls the ball to another fielder and gets it back in the infield. But you got to have I understand you're obviously in excruciating pain after breaking your arm, so I understand why he wasn't thinking about getting the ball back in. But if I'm Matt Olson, I'm running all the way home and then some. I'm running those bases a couple times to try to what would you call it? Try to add some extra runs in there, get some insurance. But
you ever hit a homer before, Vinny?
I hit some little league home runs.
Okay.
That stayed in the park.
Right.
I had one absolute moonshot that
that's all I've had too.
Pissed.
I've never had an over the fence home run. I've had 2 home runs in my career. They were both in the same game. Because Buddy out and right was probably picking his nose or something. But
oh yeah,
they're both Oppo tacos.
Oh, see, I had one that was a steamroller ground ball to third base, but then it bounced off third base and went like 30 feet up in the air. Somehow kept on rolling because eventually there might have been an error in there at some point, but I made it all the way home.
Yeah, I mean, mine was definitely probably some errors. It was funny because it was same game. My only 2 ever home runs, both out to right field, in back-to-back at bats, and we still lost.
That's the worst. The worst. Doesn't even matter if you don't get the win.
Yeah,
I had one that was close, had bases loaded and everything, and then hit an absolute bullet to left center field. And then those big like yellow plastic, what would you call them, covers on the fences, I guess, that add like a whole extra inch to it, bounced right off the top of it and back in. I mean, I got a bases clearing triple, but come on, it was literally not even half
Man's
an inch.
Man's got wheels. Man's
Hey,
got
man,
wheels out here.
I did have wheels. I was a solid center fielder back in the day. I didn't look it, but I guess I was pretty fast. I always felt like I had that what do you call it? That like the in-game speed, but I never could actually run fast. If somebody told me, "Hey, run to that tree over there," you know, I'd probably
You'd
look
turn on the
like
burners.
no. I couldn't. I'd end up looking like a deer with a broken leg. Like I couldn't just run. But as soon as I'm in center field and I see someone hit a fly ball, I'm locked in on that baseball, tracking it down. I swear to God, I felt like Usain Bolt. Like I felt like I was running 50 miles an hour to catch some of those fly balls. I don't know. I'm sure if I tried now, I'd end up looking like a wounded deer again. I ended up tripping over my own 2 feet.
Like a wounded deer, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Tony. It's the adrenaline that just hits you as a little 12-year-old trying to make a play.
When did I do this?
Those were the days. As Bruce is still over there trying to.
Dude, I feel bad, dude.
Our video.
You know, like
it's all right. I mean, hey, this is you can't do much about technical difficulties. We finally get Warriors Timberwolves tonight at 9:30. First, we got to get through Pacers Cavs, which I didn't even really touch on. Game 1 of that series. Huge statement win for the Pacers, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you go into Cleveland, and I can't even remember who was the one that was going off for Indiana. It seemed like it was just a team. Yeah, it was really just a overall team victory. You know, you had Nembhard and Halliburton with 23 and 22. Siakam had 17. Aaron Nesmith had 17. Miles Turner had a double-double. Benedict Mathurin had 11 off the bench. So, like, the Pacers played a complete team basketball game against Cleveland. And, you know, Indiana, I said before in the show that I'm a show me kind of guy, and I can't say that, you know, they're a better team to win the East over Cleveland or Boston until I see them show me something. In this game 1, they might have shown me a little bit. If they come out in game 2 and really put, you know, pressure on Cleveland at home, maybe I'm starting to give the Pacers a chance. I got Cleveland in 6. That was my initial prediction, but I don't know, man. This Pacers team, there's a fly flying around this room every 2 seconds, I swear. This Pacers team, they're a lot scarier than some people might realize. Again, I need to see them prove it to me, but to the people that were saying, "Oh, Cavs in 4," or we're even taking the Bucks over Indiana, it's so easy to forget this Pacers team. Yeah, you think you got it?
I think I got it. It's
it?
not edited at the end like the other one was, but do you remember where we were? Do you remember how far in we were?
We were like 10 minutes in.
I feel, you know what I mean? I feel like
I feel
like Colton deserves to.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, We definitely had plenty of interview left there, and we don't want to gatekeep our interview with Colton here.
So this was.
But yeah, we definitely had at least 50. We got 10 minutes in. We started at 11:20, played till about 11:30. And shout out Vin Lee in the chat too. Vin Lee, we'll be patiently waiting for that crash out video coming tonight. If your Timberwolves lose to the Warriors, but very excited.
Like 8.5 minutes in. So,
all right. Well, without
further ado, part 2.
Colton.
Here's part 2 of the interview with Colton. Here's just shout out Colton. Shout out everybody for the patience with that. With me troubleshooting first podcast back.
Did Colton ever break your ankles, by the way?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100.
Okay. I saw Tony ask that before. I had to
multiple times.
Had to
my
double check.
ankles got snapped. But yeah. We'll upload the whole video to the YouTube because I feel bad for not getting it all ran at once. But without further ado, here we go. The rest of roughly the video. Alrighty, so I am joined by Colton Huestis career at Potsdam, and then next thing you know, you spark up on the map in India. How did how'd that transition come to be?
So I got invited to a pro basketball camp for like new graduates out of college, and I met who is now my agent at that camp, and he helped me get over into India. Without my agent, I would have never got into India. I would have never got into South America now. So it goes for full circle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shout out to your agent. You're one, you're seeing the world. 2, you're continuing to play basketball. Well, we might just have to run it in the next podcast because God forbid anything wants to work for whatever I want to do. Yeah, let me just text Colton real quick and be like, yo, my bad, bruh. My computer sucks.
Sorry, Colton. Well, you hate to see it. But like Bruce said, we'll try and figure that out. Maybe play the rest of it on Thursday's show. Either way, we'll upload it to the YouTube. We'll have some clips on the TikTok, the Instagram, all that great stuff.
Dude.
But shout out to Colton. Shout out to W Energy, by the way. I know Bruce Bruce is about to crash out. He's feeling
annoyed.
He's feeling annoyed with
the situation at hand.
But what he needs is some of that positive energy.
Our first big interview guest appearance that we did, and my computer decided to be a piece of garbage.
It's all right. You know what'll make it better? A quick scoop of W Energy. So if you go over to w.gg and you use your code RFS, it'll save you 10% on your energy powder needs, whether you need it for the gym, for a long night of gaming, for getting through the day at work, whether, whatever it is you may have going on. You need some of that good natural caffeine, not the artificial crap that they put in all of these, random motor oil filled sodas and stuff. No. Nothing but the best for you from W Energy. That clean cherry extract, that coffee bean extract, all your natural caffeines and sugars and whatnot.
Fruit extract.
There you go. None of that artificial sweeteners and whatnot. And they got a bunch of different flavors. I mean, like you're talking 30 to 40 different flavors on there. You can get mystery ones if you don't know what to decide. They got sampler packs for you. Bruce is dry scooping as we speak. You don't need a dry scoop. You don't need to do what Bruce is doing. You can put it in your water and you can swirl it around. That still works. Bruce is just being a freak. But get your W Energy, get your sampler pack, your shaker bottle, all that great stuff, and use the code RFS at checkout. That's W.GG, code RFS for 10% off. And Bruce is feeling the W.
I dumped some up my nose.
You are struggling.
I dumped some up my nose.
That is not a reflection on the W Energy powder. That is a reflection on Bruce being an absolute
melon.
I don't know what to call you there.
Oh my god.
All right, well,
I got the video open on my second monitor. I gotta take it down real quick. It's got me sad.
Yeah, we'll figure out what to do about Colton. But Bruce, we still got a little bit of time left before we say goodbye to the fans, and we have not broken down the NHL from the last few nights. So take us through your mindset, Bruce. I mean, we've had 2 crazy back-to-back Game 7s, overtime winners, the Mikko Rantanen game, if you will. Take us through it all, Mr. Bruce Juno, the NHL playoff breakdown.
Well, I guess we'll just go through those games because the
Game 7s.
I was about to say the 2 Game 7s. 4-goal third period for the Stars.
That's unreal.
Yeah, Mikko Rantanen with 3 goals and an assist on the Wyatt Johnston
Can
goal.
we talk about the fact that his hat trick, the 3rd goal, he did not need to shoot that?
Oh well, yeah, it was
There was no time left. It was open netter. There's no time left.
Or an empty netter. Realistically,
screw y'all.
But a hat trick in Game 7 against your former team.
It makes sense.
In front of the crowd, seal the deal. Seal all those debates about being a McKinnon merchant.
Yeah. I was just surprised nobody tried to fight him after that.
Well, no.
Is that not an unwritten rule?
Is for the empty netters?
Is there not there? So there's no unwritten rule in hockey that you got a fast break, just skate it out.
No, everyone will score those. That's a normal thing. And but yeah, Mikko Magic on display as the Dallas Stars advance to the next round in front of the home crowd down in Texas. Mikko showing why he is a star in the league, because there was so many debates, especially coming in, because obviously with the trade where he went bounced around to Carolina and then to Dallas, and then he didn't really live up to the hype of Mikko Rantanen hype, but it didn't matter. Game 7, hat trick, seal it, move on to the next round. I was living for it. I told my buddies, will this game, if you're gonna bet, will this game go to overtime? Yes, which obviously it didn't. And then last goal, Mikko Rantanen, and
just a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, it didn't go to over. I didn't personally take it, but some of my buddies just took Mikko Rantanen last goal. So
there you go.
Yeah, so everyone was slamming on that, and I knew it. I had it in a tickle in my balls that Mikko Rantanen was gonna score. I'd have an absolute field day, and he did exactly that. I thought that was a great analogy. Mind you, Jake Ottinger last year in the playoffs looked like, when you go to a farm and there's just a bunch of manure.
No, all I'm thinking about is how I'm so clipping that. I got a tickle in my balls. We're throwing that up on the socials by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, dude, that's well worth it. But yeah, Jake Ottinger in the 2024 Stanley Cup playoffs looked like when you go on that 6th grade field trip to a farm and there's just piles and piles of manure.
Yeah.
That was Jake Ottinger last year. But this year, mind you, he hasn't looked like spectacular. He's looked good, which is complete 180 from last season. So Dallas might be the real deal. Especially Colorado is a phenomenal team. So yeah, now Dallas will face off against Winnipeg.
Winnipeg barely survives too.
Yeah, I was
Literally down to the
I
last
wanted the
3
Blues to win that series.
seconds.
Mind you,
Oh.
did you see the clip? Did you see the clip of the like Pee-wee hockey game? There was like a Pee-wee hockey game, or like a just a, I don't know if it was a high school hockey game or if it was like just a Pee-wee hockey, whatever, where they had the Jets game, and it was a game in Winnipeg. It was a Pee-wee game in Winnipeg where they had the game on like a screen
on like the jumbo
during their game.
So
and
these kids are barely even playing their game. They're
yeah, there's a
the
camera pointing at one of the benches where there's like 5 players and then like the line ref, and that's all you can see in the video. And all of a sudden, obviously the Jets scored with the 1.6 left or the 2 seconds, whatever it was left. And the whole bench erupts. The ref comes over, just starts like jumps in with them, just starts bear hugging them and everything.
So at that point, their game is done.
That's what I'm saying. You got to pause the game.
Over.
That's what hockey is in Canada. That absolutely insane game. Personally, I wanted the Blues to win it. I enjoy watching the Blues. But Captain Lowry,
it would have been a crazy, underdog win for the Blues, but
oh yeah, especially the President's Cup curse. But
and
didn't happen.
Jets survive.
Didn't happen. Jets survive indeed.
And to go to double OT too.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm just stupid. I thought that playoffs still went to a shootout after the first OT, but
no,
not.
No 3-on-3 then shootout. It's just you keep playing until someone scores. And
I like that.
But yeah, it's less than 2 minutes left. You put them within 1, and then they score it with I think Perfetti scored with like 1.6 left on the redirection. Binnington gets beat. Now Binnington and Hallebuck are 1-1. Binnington took down Hallebuck in the Four Nations. Hallebuck takes down Binnington in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They're 1-1 with each other. Yeah, it goes to overtime. Captain Lowry. We all bet Captain Lowry to score the overtime game winner, because Captain Lowry always scores in the big moments at plus 2,000. Captain Lowry absolutely sends the Winnipeg Jets to the next round in a crazy game, the craziest game of the playoffs. That was until Monday rolls around.
I mean, is this hockey? Is this the hockey playoffs every year? Just the craziest game of the playoffs until
dude,
tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Get off the NBA playoffs. You gotta watch the NHL playoffs.
Well, I don't know. Honestly, in years past, I'd be right there with you, but this has been an all-time NBA playoff so far. We've had all good series except for 1 or 2, but not to discredit the NHL playoffs, because you're right. What
has transpired?
I mean, you have a crazy game one night, and then you turn around and you say, how can it even get any crazier? And then you have Game 7 with Winnipeg to then Game 7 with Dallas and Colorado, or vice versa.
Yeah, Dallas and then Winnipeg, and then Game 1 between Toronto and Florida. The grittiest little rats from down there in Florida. Those little they'll get right up in you. And then up against the
Wait, is this everybody from Florida, or is this just the Panthers?
No, this is the Panthers. The Panthers.
Is every Florida team or just hockey teams?
just Panthers. Just the Panthers.
Don't forget now.
With that little Brad Marchand and Matty Tkachuk, and those little rats down there in Florida that I'm cheering for right now, because they're up against those Toronto Maple Leafs who never can get it done, and I don't want them to get it done, but right now they're getting it done. As they've advanced, they're facing off against the Panthers in round 2 of the East. And Willie Nylander, one of the big four, comes out, scores with 30 seconds into the game. It's like, what the hell just happened? And then I'm only cheering for the Panthers, mind you, because they're playing the Maple Leafs. And then if they win,
That's
I will
fair.
go back to rooting for any team that is
That's
playing
fair.
against Florida. But
I'm only rooting for the well, I can't even say I'm only rooting for the Knicks because they're playing the Celtics. I would be rooting for them anyway. But I get what you're saying. I get your point.
yeah. So, yeah, Willie Nylander comes out, scores 30 seconds into the game. It's like, okay, as if, we didn't just have what's like all this is going on yesterday. Now here we are right back to the action. Then 12 minutes later, Willie Nylander again. It's like, I'll put Buddy on Hattie watch halfway through the first period. Like, what the mind you, those were his only 2 shots on goal the whole game.
He didn't even I saw he only had the 2 goals. He didn't have a single other shot.
He did not have
the whole
another
game.
shot on net.
That's insane.
He did not have another shot on net. And then, then Seth Jones on the power play. Sure, why not? Yeah, let's have Seth Jones score. And then he scores on the power play. But then Morgan Riley goes, nah, you're good, bruh. And like 19 seconds later scores. It's like, okay, what the hell is this game? The end of the first period. All of a sudden, Stolars gets like kneed in the head. And he's like over at the bench throwing up. He's got to come out. So they put in Wall, and he is not a Wall. He looks like dog crap. And I was excited. I was like, the Panthers are going to come back. But no, the only goal in the second period is Chris Tanev, the defenseman who never does anything. So then they go into intermission between the second and the third period. They interview Tanev, ask him about 6 questions. He answers with about 6 total words. And looks like he has no idea what's going on. And it was awesome. Great interview. Move on to the third period. And then all of a sudden, this is where Wall decides, okay, I don't remember how to play hockey. I am nervous and I am scared because Listerinen scores. And then Uvis Balinskis.
Who?
Exactly, dude.
Uvis
Balinskis. Buddy's he's 28 years old. It is his second season in the NHL. He only got called up to play this game because I can't remember who it is suspended. He only got called up just to play this game because of a suspension. Scores. Doesn't even celebrate. Buddy's he scores
he's all business.
His first ever playoff point. Not just goal, point.
He's just nonchalant.
100 and something games in his whole career, and he has 20 points total. Scores
he's
in
just
the
he's
playoff
just a chill guy.
Yeah, and he's just
he's got bigger things in his sights.
It's all right,
there's a bigger goal in mind.
Didn't know you were him. What? I was talking to Frankie. We were what is happening right now? It's a 9-goal game. Austin Matthews doesn't score and Sam Reinhart don't score.
Yeah.
What is happening? So everyone's like, holy macaroni. It's a 1-goal game. Florida's coming back. They got 15 minutes left. It's a 1-goal game. And then Matty Nyes on a breakaway. Possession given away straight to Tanev. That man from the second period, straight to Tanev. He gives it to Marner. Matty Nyes on the breakaway, absolutely roofs it. Bob looked terrible in that. Bob did look like, he's one of the best goalies of all time, in my opinion. Not the top 5, but he will go down. He would be a Hall of Famer. Bob looked like me in that. And he looked less than 5. And then he gets roofed by Matty Nyes. He's going the other way. He's laying on the ground. Matty Nyes puts it top right. It makes it look easy. While he's got a guy on his hip. It's he's got Carter Verhaeghe on his hip. Florida's caught in a change. It just roofs it. Makes it look, sure, why not? They take the lead again. And then you pull the goalie. pull your goalie, right? They're down 2. Sam Bennett slots it. Okay, Florida's back in it. But no, they couldn't get it done. The insane game. I don't know what the hell was happening, but you blink and you missed something. But yeah, 5-4 win. Shout out my director who said this game's gonna have hella goals because
Called it.
he was right. Mind you, anyone taking any kind of parlay bet or anything would not have hit because you've got Listerainen scoring and you've got Uvis Balinskis scoring.
Uvis.
And Chris Tanev scoring.
If the Lightning win the cup, are you gonna get an Uvis Balinskis jersey?
You mean the Panthers?
You had me all confused. I thought he was on the Lightning this whole time. Yes, the Panthers.
The Lightning didn't even play. The Lightning are out.
Or Maple Leafs. Me.
Yeah.
I'm getting my teams confused.
No, Uvis is on Florida. Yeah. You know what? If Florida wins the cup,
You're getting a Balinskis jersey,
dude. I'm getting a jersey where the back of it just has Balinskis written across it. Because I'll tell you what, Uvis Balinskis has got ice in his veins. Number 26 is going to be on my back. Mind you,
you're committed to that
was
now.
-2.
you are committed to getting an Uvis Balinskis jersey.
I will get an Uvis Balinskis jersey. He is I thought he played last season. Allegedly, he's a 28-year-old rookie. But shout out Uvis.
Shout out Uvis.
And it doesn't slow down here. As tonight, Hurricanes Capitals. Man, do I hope the Hurricanes dog walk the Capitals. I hope they head into the nation's capital and they absolutely put on a clinic because I am sad.
Sorry.
I hope Tom Wilson. I hope Tom Wilson gets demolished. That guy is fewer words, Bruce. We're not going to go into our opinions on Tom Wilson.
We'll save that for Thursday.
There's a line and he crosses it, but a lot of people say he tiptoes it. Anyway,
there you go. There's your beef with
I want to see a Svechnikov hat trick. I want to see I hope no, but they got Logan Thompson in that.
See, now you're conflicted.
No, because yes, I want Carolina to win this because the Caps beat the Canadiens, but Logan Thompson he looks like prime Patrick Waugh. I'm like, It's like, dude, no one can beat him. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough world we live in sometimes.
It is.
That's the 7:00 game, and then we go to 9:30, and you thought it'd be chill, but nah, you got the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights, which is probably gonna be like 15-17.
Yeah, that's gonna be a series.
There's gonna be 19 hat tricks in this game, and I don't know. Draisaitl's gonna have a hat trick. Eichel, despite the fact that he looked terrible in the first series, gonna have a hat trick. Stuart Skinner's gonna look like donkey. Austin Hill's gonna look like donkey, and it's just gonna be a take over 27.5 because there's gonna be just thousands of goals in this game.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun.
Or it's gonna be like 1-0, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That NHL playoffs. Tell you what, it's
such a great time to be a sports fan.
It's a great time. We go from the March Madness to the Masters to NHL NBA playoffs. In the middle of that, you got the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah. Shout out Sovereignty.
Yeah, shout out Sovereignty.
Dude, I was watching with my folks. Sovereignty took a dump while they were parading the horses out to the start line, and my pops goes, keep an eye on him.
Bro,
He's like
literally,
2-3 pounds lighter now. He's gonna fly, and then boom, Sovereignty takes it away.
Oh, shout
Called
out. Did you know? Fun fact for you, Vinny. Did you know that every single horse that ran in the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs was a direct descendant of the OG, the GOAT, the one and only Secretariat?
Of course I did. That's
Every
legend
horse.
right there. You want to know why? You look up, a picture, highlights, film, whatever of Secretariat. That horse, I was gonna say that dude, but that horse, that horse, man, was leaps and bounds. That horse was Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell.
Bro,
playing with a bunch of plumbers.
When it won the Triple Crown, it was, I don't think it was the Kentucky Derby. I think it was.
It was Belmont. What was it? Belmont Travers and what's the one right before the Derby? I can never remember
it's
the
next
race
one.
names.
I can't remember what the next one is. It might have been Belmont. I don't remember. It was one of them. One of the Triple Crown races. Buddy starts in the back. He's just chilling. Yep. They come around the back stretch, and he wins by like 30 seconds.
Kentucky Derby. Preakness. That's the other one.
The Preakness.
Preakness.
I think it was
that's
the
one
Preakness.
I can never remember. Yeah, it is.
I think it was the Preakness where Buddy just is lounging, chilling in the back, and all of a sudden wins by like just 30 seconds.
Yeah, you want to see the real GOAT of all goats. It's Secretariat.
Yeah, where would you put?
Forget Michael Jordan.
I was about to say,
forget Wayne
MJ,
Gretzky.
You got Gretzky,
forget
you
Babe
got
Ruth.
Messi,
forget all of it.
Yeah,
Secretariat is the real GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. Where do you put Secretariat? You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a tier list
of the
GOAT. Like, you look on ESPN, they got a tier list of like all the GOATs, like the greatest of all. Yeah. I guarantee you, they don't even like give Secretariat a blink.
No, definitely not.
Bro,
you know what? We should hold on. We should hold this idea. We should keep this for a video or Thursday. Tier listing different goats in each sport.
Yes,
I like this idea.
We'll be making videos soon of fun quizzes and trivias
and other banter.
Other stuff that will be enjoyable for the people to watch. So make sure to stay tuned.
So I like this. Yeah, let's pencil this in for a video idea. You know what? I'm gonna hop on the Discord right now. Ideas, GOAT tier lists.
So yeah,
boom. Now we'll never forget it.
We've got videos. So we got a lot in the works for you people as we round out for the day. We've got a lot coming. We'll get the Colton Huestis interview hopefully working for the next podcast. We'll probably run it at the beginning. Let you guys all see what you want. We'll throw it up on the YouTubes too, because lots of stuff to come. As we are currently, we have the regular fan show, right? We have it. Duh. We have it. Greatest show of all time. But then you also...
We'll be tier listing it with the other goats.
Yes, we will. We will. But then, what's to come? Stay tuned. I'm not gonna reveal the name yet. But we're gonna have, as I like to call, the trunk of the tree. We are a branch of this goat tree. That's to come, alongside other people that will be a part of our goat tree. Shout out the James Nolan Show. Shout out Oksana. Shout out Vinny Lou.
We've been.
Am I missing anyone?
No. You got him. We've been.
Okay.
Steadily.
Building got more from the ground
up here.
Yeah, we'll have our RFS stuff, right? We got more. We got videos coming for the regular fan show, but then we got so much more coming from that collect group that you don't know yet, but you will.
You'll see it. Bruce, you went on mute. So whatever you're saying, they can't hear you. But what he's saying is that you should be excited.
Earlobes that I went on mute because I hit my computer and it unplugged my mic. But lots to come. Lots to come. Keep an eye out because we're only building,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not just the RFS. It's a
Yeah.
whole lot more.
We're gonna keep on going up.
Yes. So make sure to stay tuned.
Yeah, like Mr. Bruce Juno said, stay tuned. Shout out to Dubby. Hit up Dubby.gg for all your energy powder needs. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out Tony and Vin Lee in the chat. Appreciate you boys popping out with us. And anybody else out there, we back at it Thursday morning, 11 a.m. with the interview with Colton. Maybe some GOAT tier listing, more NBA, NHL playoffs, all that great stuff as the fans watch the sports to then break it down and talk about it with the other fans. That's what we do here on the regular fan show. Bruce,
Make sure to check us out on the old socials. We got Twitter, we got Instagram,
X.
we got
It's X.
YouTube.
It's X.
We got
It's
X,
X.
formerly known as
It's
Twitter.
X. There you go.
X, formerly known as Twitter. We've got Instagram. We've got TikTok, TikTok. We've got YouTube. We've got Twitch. We've got Spotify. We've got OnlyFans. No.
Wrong show. Wrong show.
Oops. We've got it all. Check us out on socials. We got lots of going on. We give our takes on many a thing, many a lot of thing that happen in the world of the thing called sports. So make sure. I licked my mic.
Take two.
Yeah, take two.
You licked your mic.
Yeah, I ate it and a furry came in my mouth.
Good day, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday. Good night.
That could. Yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Follow us.